It's great to be in session. It's nice to see all your faces. So, sort of kicking around for koans, and before I talk, sometimes I start with a story and I try to find a koan that fits it. Sometimes I start with a koan and try to find a story that fits it. But the process, as you know, because you're all working on koans all the time, is a mystery. And why does one koan grab me today? And yesterday it was cold. And today the one that was hot yesterday was somehow cold. Is a mystery. But I think it has to do with the changing nature of our mind. Our mind is always at play. And for me, that's both a beautiful thing and an awful thing. Because, sometimes when I'm coming into session, I feel like a couple of days ago where I was a sailing ship without any barnacles. I was just coming in beautiful into the quay. Let down the anchor, Captain. I'm here. And then, sure enough, I realized the barnacles start to come. And my mind is changing. The mind is changing. Because the universe is changing. And that's both a beautiful and a painful thing. So looking at koans, I really felt like for me, this particular koan really captured that quality of the pain and the beauty of this very mind, which of course is Buddha. So when we say this very mind is Buddha is both beautiful and terrible. It's the Buddha that's not wrong. This very mind is not wrong. Dosha has three barriers, I thought really captures that. People go to wild places. Sometimes it's grassy and dark places, translating grassy and dark places. Does it sound familiar sometimes? Session. It does to me. Go to wild places in search of their true nature. When you do this, where is your true nature? Well, it can't wander far, right? We were talking, hearing about old Sesshin stories, and it's funny because I don't know if this is three-pillarism or not. I'm not sure I can blame it on anybody but myself. But in coming to retreat, each retreat, I came to get enlightenment. And this searching for my true nature in these dark and grassy places was sort of like looking for a pill out there. And if I could find a pill, if I could find the right pill, then I'd be okay. Take the pill, no problema. And of course, I was looking for the biggest pill, very biggest pill out there. And if I could take that pill, it'd be just fine. Smooth sailing, no barnacles. In fact, I remember my daughter one time, she said, Dad, have a good time, as she was very little, on your way to Sesshin. I'm thinking, I'm not going to have a good time. I'm going to struggle. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for enlightenment. Life and death are a serious matter. Life slips quickly away. Never be indulgent. And I guess what I've come to realize is that enlightenment is not a thing. It's not a pill. It's not a thing. It's actually me. And it's actually you. And when we're searching for true nature, or true nature, where are we searching outside of here? And what is awakening outside of searching? It's not. It can't be. So even this very searching for a pill and this great disappointment at not, or the great relief at finding the pill, that's awakening. And it takes place here in Sesshin, and it's such a wonderful thing that we can do it all together. And what does that mean, together? I was talking to a friend yesterday. I hope it's okay to mention a small thing, but he hadn't been here for 25 years, and he was in the tea ceremony, being served tea, and he held up his cup, and the cup got full, and automatically went like this. Just went like that. It's a beautiful gesture that I don't know if we do anymore. I think we do. I do. I don't know if I hope you do. Otherwise the tea flows over. And he hadn't done that in 25 years. That's awakening together. I was talking to another friend who was describing the coffee and tea station as at times seeming like the war in Palestine, which is it's a difficult, very, very hard thing. But we create this war in our own world. And that's awakening together. I've been reading a lot of science fiction lately. I'd never read science fiction before, but I've gotten into it. And I don't know if you know some of these Ishiguro's Never Let Me Go. It's about these humans growing up from childhood. Only it's about relationships and tenderness and being together, and just so much like this place. And as they become adults, they realize that they're clones to be used by humans. It's sad and beautiful too, the relationships. And the uncertainty of their future. And I don't know if you felt that, but I have. Uncertainty of our future. The beauty of these relationships. There's another one, by Kim Stanley Robinson called Aurora. And it's about launching a starship. And they're headed to a distant galaxy, a tenth the speed of light. And it takes them 160 years to get there. So 3 or 4 human generations to get there. And they're aiming for this something over the horizon, which they can't see and can't know. Because they have this dream and this expectation of what they'll find when they get there. And a little spoiler alert, they have to basically do a U-turn and come back. But I don't know if you've felt that way, but I've felt that way in Sesshin, here, right here, looking over that horizon for something I wanted. I couldn't know what it was. And the third one by Ursula Le Guin called Left Hand of Darkness, which has to do with, she's a Taoist and she's from Berkeley, you probably know her, but of her. It's about a guy who goes to a planet of androgynous humans, androgynous beings. And I just finished that one, and I'm not quite sure how to fit that into Sesshin, but it's in there somewhere. Yeah. Never let me go. So this is our, together, this is our starship journey through space towards what we think is a goal, but in fact, it's the journey. Every day is a journey, and its journey itself is home. The star travelers of Aurora could have written that line. And we can write that line. Because what is awakening outside of the searching? It doesn't exist. And what is searching outside of the sweetness and the sadness of life, this very life? It doesn't exist. It can't exist. I was talking to another friend who themselves have a friend who struggling, the family, the couple is struggling. One of the partners is very, very ill, cancer. It's very sad. And we're sitting in Doksan, and all I can do is be there. Right? All any of us can do is be there. It's nice to know that the Buddhists had a theory about this. This is the Indian Buddhists. I don't know if you know Joanna Macy. She's she's I think Tibetan and a scholar, Buddhist scholar of almost a previous generation. But this dependent co-arising is, I guess, an old Sanskrit Pali concept. The doctrine of paticca Samuppada, or dependent co-arising, is fundamental to Buddhist ethics. In this vision of radical relativity, reality appears as an interdependent process wherein change and choice and doer and deed, person and community are mutually causative. Do you need me to read that again? Now you know why I was never a Buddhist scholar. I imagine what she's saying is when you die and when I die, we'll be two heaps of ashes. And where will we be then? And the beauty of our practice is we can experience this. And we don't need scholars. I have no idea what her explanation is. Doesn't quite seem right to me. But this seems right. This seems very right. Two heaps of ashes. With codependence. We need each other. We're here for each other. I have some poems for Isa. I love Isa. You know, Basho is great, considered the greatest haiku poet of Japan, because kind of he started it. But I love Isa's heart. He had a sad and sweet life, as you know. I don't know that I have to recount, but he lost 4 children, and terrible. Lost his wife. Behind me, the autumn wind blows me home. When the tree withers and the leaves fall, what then? Behind me, the autumn wind blows me home. Golden wind, fully exposed. That's what we're fully exposed, right? Yeah. One by one, everyone has left. Autumn wind. My evicted fleas have returned. Autumn rain. Searching. I thought a good joke would be something like this, okay? Very Isa-like, you know. Really beautiful end of life poem. It's just beautiful. It's not. Empty-handed, I entered the world. Barefooted, I leave the world. Coming and going. Somehow they're intertwined. Somehow they got tangled together. That's really nice, sweet. People go to wild places to search for their true nature. When you do this, where is your true nature? The hint. It's not far. Thank you.